Sup, this is Alex Chu coming at you with another episode. In this episode, I want to talk about how my machine cured a stomach ulcer. Actually, it's my own stomach ulcer. But before I talk about that, I want to tell you, my name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. For example, I'm already 48. In 2 months, okay. 2020 February, I'll be 49-year-old, and you can. I like to show off my belly. Sorry. You can see how skinny I really am, right? You see? Do I look like a 49-year-old man? Not at all, right? Very smooth. You can tell I don't work out. I don't have any. You don't see no muscles, nothing. Just smooth belly. I think I'm 29-inch waist. I'm very thin for somebody my age. Really, really thin. Usually people who's 35-year-old, their belly already blow up to be at least 35 or 36 inches. Mine is like 29. If you go to Amazon, if you go to my website, livemuchlonger.com, you can see lots of testimonials on my website, okay? Most of the Amazon customers, they give me 4 stars or 5 stars. Anyway, if you're interested, you want to stay physically young forever, like me, you want to look like me when you're 49, livemuchlonger.com, buy a pair of these rings. Anyway, I want to talk about my machine, okay? And my discovery about the ultrasonic mist maker, how this, helped my machine a lot. It helped my. Anyway, this is my machine. This is the cell realignment machine, okay? What you do is, this machine sort of heals up your body. What you do is you put this machine 40 inches away when you sleep, okay? You can put this on your bed or put this on a nightstand somewhere. You put this machine 40 inches away from the body. It heals up your body, right? And I discovered that, until now, the Western medicine, they don't really help your body heal. What happened is it can only help you eliminate inflammation, Let's say there's inflammation in your heart, in your heart vessels, right? What causes heart attack or cardiac arrest, okay, is suddenly the inflammation bursts. There's inflammation pouches inside your blood vessels, right, inside your heart. And when inflammation has grown too big, it bursts, just like a pimple, just like your pimple, it bursts. And when it bursts, the blood clot, right, basically block up the entire vessel, and you get a heart attack. That's how a heart attack occurs, okay? And right now, until now, doctors can only prescribe you medicine. You take daily dose of your medicine to clamp down on the inflammation. Basically, does not allow your inflammation to burst. But there's a bad side to it. There's a very, very bad side to it. The bad side is when doctors they prescribe you drugs to clamp down the inflammation, what happened is there's no more healing. Healing causes inflammation. You understand? When there's a certain hormone that goes to a certain spot, that goes into your heart to try to heal up the damage, that's why you have inflammation, right? How they clamp down the inflammation is very simple. They just stop the hormone. They basically cut off that hormone from your brain, right? So the hormone never enters the heart to heal up the damage. The drug, the chemical that they prescribe you is basically the chemical goes inside your body and they stick to that hormone, you understand? They look for the hormone and stick to it. They bond to the hormone. So they basically make that hormone useless, you understand? So the hormone can never come into your heart to create the healing, which causes inflammation, That's the bad thing about Western medicine. It doesn't. What happened is there's inflammation in your heart vessel, right? But then you take the drugs so that the healing never gets done. There's no healing. So basically, you could imagine if there's no healing, what happened is the inflammation doesn't just stay. It doesn't just stay that size because there's damage inside your vessel, right? And you could imagine as you age, the damage grows bigger and bigger, you know. And that's the reason why some people, when they start to age, they need more doses. You know, it's a one dose. Oh, 10 years ago, just one dose is enough. But then, suddenly now it's not enough. I need to, add dosage. And then when you add dosage, of course, you have to pay for the medicine, right? Western medicine is extremely expensive. One pill could cost you like $20-some per pill, especially nowadays, And also, the pill can only stop the hormone from healing your heart. It binds to the chemical from the pill binds to your healing hormone. So, that's the reason why it clamps down the inflammation, because there's no healing. My machine is different. My machine is like this, okay? My machine, you put it 40 inches away, and it sends electron belt to the whole body. And when electron belt, it basically start to realign your cells. When there's damage in your heart, okay, your cells splintered up like this. And when you use the machine, when you turn on the machine, it's sort of like fix the splinter. And I've had a stomach ulcer for so many years. I had stomach ulcer ever since I was like 25 years old. I got stomach ulcer by drinking too much Diet Coke. I used to be so hooked on Diet Coke. I drink Diet Coke like 10 cans a day, 10 or 12 cans a day, until one day I felt pressure in my stomach, And I know it's ulcer, but one thing good about me is I wear the rings. So the rings, if I stop drinking Diet Coke, the ulcer would heal up a little bit. You understand? So I could basically live. I don't really have to go fix the ulcer. I don't have to go to the doctor because my rings help me fix the ulcer. But, the problem is the ulcer doesn't really go away. When I put on the rings, it sort of, pretend this is my ulcer in the stomach, right? When I put on the rings, it sort of like helped me clamp down the injury, to a certain level. But the injury is still there, And now it's even worse. Now what happened is I got rid of Diet Coke, but but hey, sometimes you just have to be fucked up, Life is not fun if you don't get fucked up. So I became sort of an alcoholic, I was so much better than before, though. 3 years ago, I was drinking whiskey, or brandy, I used to drink half bottle a day, man, 760 milliliter, half bottle of that. That's huge ass bottle. I drink half bottle a day, whiskey, man. So you could imagine that it greatly affected my ulcer in my stomach. So I stopped drinking that. Right now, I'm still an alcoholic because I have to drink 3 cans of beer every day, right? So I feel pressure in my stomach. Every day I feel the pressure, especially when I drink beer. I feel the pressure in my stomach. That means the damage, the injury is still there. But you know what? Ever since I started using this ultrasonic mist maker, okay, this is what happened is I used this at night. I used the cell realignment machine at night, right? I put it 40 inches away. And then I only turn on this ultrasonic mist maker. Let me explain. This is something that you put inside water. It creates fog. This is actually an ultrasonic speaker, It creates a sound wave, ultrasonic sound wave, that if you put this thing inside the water, it actually creates fog, okay? This you could buy for $10. This whole thing, shipped to you from China for only $10. You could buy this on eBay, you could buy this on Amazon, whatever. It's just a simple ultrasonic mist maker without no lights. I don't have any lights on this thing, okay? What happened is, I discovered that if I turn this thing on for a minute before I start a healing process, what happened is I set this up, okay? I turn this cell realignment machine on, 40 inches away, and I lie down. And then I also turn this thing on. I plug it in for only about 1 or 2 minutes. Then I unplug it, right? Then I put this away. I lie down, okay? This is what I do. I turn on the cell realignment machine, okay? Put it beside my bed, and then I lie down, and then I turn this ultrasonic mist maker on for like 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then I unplug and I put this away, okay? And this ultrasonic machine is just few feet away from me. It's on my bed too. It's also on my bed, just a few feet away from me. Then I use it for only a minute or two, and I unplug it. And wow, I felt that my stomach ulcer disappeared. What happened is it realigned. When you turn on the ultrasonic mist maker, it starts to shake your injury. You know, it shake your injury. And once it shake your injury, the injury actually heals a lot better. You know, see if without the ultrasonic mist maker, there's no ability for me to shake the injury. You know, if I don't shake the injury, what happened is every time I use the cell realignment machine, you know, I turn this thing on. What happened is it starts to realign my cells, you know, but to a certain level, because what happened is just like it's stuck. It got stuck there. You understand? You can only realign it to a certain level until this whole fucking shit got stuck. It doesn't. You can't bend it anymore. It just got stuck there. You know, like sometimes you try to pull open an old drawer. You know, you don't add any oil. You don't do nothing. You haven't opened this drawer for like 10 years, and you try to open it. It got stuck, right? And this thing, same thing. It just got stuck right there. The injury got stuck right there. You cannot realign it anymore. But then when you use the ultrasonic, you just turn this ultrasonic mist maker on for like a minute or 2 minutes. What happened is you shake the injury, right? You shake it so much that later on it realigns so much better. It's not stuck anymore. It realigns so much better. Now, I found improvement on all of my scars. I have a scar in my lip. I have scar in my what do you call it? Cornea, yeah, in my right eye. I felt when you turn this ultrasonic mist maker, it starts to shake the scar. I felt that, and then I don't know, just my ulcer disappeared like overnight, one night. You know, this ulcer just basically disappeared. Right now, if I drink beer, I don't feel it, and it's the same brand of beer too. I did not change the brand. It's the same. Sometimes if I drink another brand, my stomach would feel a little better. You know, maybe it's not as the alcohol level is lower or something. But then this same brand, I drink it, I don't know. I don't feel the pressure anymore. The injury is still there, but what happened is the ultrasonic mist maker, it shook my injury so much that it realigned so much better, you understand? Yeah. And I have another customer who told me that he has like he has like epilepsy. He has seizures. You know, basically you have some kind of injury in your brain. You know, if he drinks alcohol, his injury would burst up, and then he start getting seizures. What happened is, see, the brain seizure work this way. This is your brain tissue, okay, and inside this brain tissue you have a whole bunch of neurons. You understand? And every time it bursts, every time it explodes, right? You know, like you drink alcohol or you I don't know, it explodes, and what happened is the neurons in the brain tissue will start to tear up. When you tear up the neuron, then you start to shake violently, you know. And with this, ever since he used this machine, okay, ever since he used my cell realignment machine, he don't get seizures anymore, because it basically helps him realign the cells to a level that he doesn't get seizures anymore. He did get a seizure once when he started drinking again. Drinking could cause your brain tissue to burst up again. You understand? That's the reason why. If he doesn't drink, he's fine. See, one thing good about my cell realignment machine is like I also have some asthma, you know, and back in the days, it's like if I don't have the machine, if I don't have this machine, I need to take I need to use inhalers, or I need to take like pills, you know, albuterol pills or stuff like that, or whatever they have, Xolair, whatever. because those chemicals help me clamp down the inflammation. You understand? But with this machine, this thing helped me clamp down the inflammation. It helped me realign the cells in my throat. Okay. So kind of heal it to a certain level that it creates a thin scar, right, at my throat. You know, sort of close up the wound, you know, so there, at least the inflammation would go away. When there's no more wound, the inflammation also dies, right? But then if I eat something wrong, if I eat cucumber, if I eat oily fried foods, if I eat beef or corn or peanuts or even bacon or all sorts of weird food or fruit, yeah, fruit. If I eat the wrong things, it could cause the inflammation. It could cause the wound to open back up. And when the wound opened back up, inflammation comes back. And suddenly I couldn't breathe anymore. You know, suddenly I have difficulty breathing. And it's going to take at least a week for my throat to heal back up until I could breathe. But one thing good about the machine is this. See, I could talk like a normal person. I'm not on drugs. You know, I don't take any drugs for my asthma. But I could talk like a normal person, you know, and that's amazing. You ask any asthma patient, no, they can't do that. They have to take drugs. They can't talk like this, you know, without drugs. No way. But I could do it, you understand? So, I just want to say that with the mist maker, this ultrasonic mist maker, I believe in the future all the tumors and ulcer could be healed up. Tumor and ulcer are very similar. Ulcer is like you basically have this huge wound in your stomach, and tumor is basically the wound. You don't take care of it, it starts to mutate, you know? It starts to galvanize and turn into a huge ball, you know? And I believe that ultrasonic mist maker, this thing, when you shake it, when you shake your wound violently, it could actually shake off your tumor. So your tumor can reduce in size, I believe. If you have brain tumor or whatever tumor, in the future you use the cell realignment machine plus the ultrasonic mist maker, the tumor could actually reduce in size, you know. People have not discovered the genius of this invention yet, you understand? But I'm pretty sure. Hopefully in the future, hopefully in the future the world will discover the genius of this invention, you know. And then eventually people don't need to take drugs anymore. This invention can cure 99% of disease. I'll talk to you later.